Hi everyone. The purpose of this video is to walk you through a new 2018-19 local assessment template that's been created to work in conjunction with a progress matrix where applicable, and also give you some important performance data by sub-pop groups. So this video is going to be just how to populate the information using AWARE. It's not really going to walk you through explaining the actual data once it's populated. That will be some training sessions and some other ways that we'll get that information to you. So I'm just going to try and real quick walk you through how to get the information in order to help you use this important tool. So the first thing you want to do once you have located the template is start on the tab where it says Do This Info Sheet. This is something new. We've never had a tool where you had to kind of do a little bit of work before you actually go into AWARE to get data. So the first thing that you need to do here where it says name of campus or district is to put your campus name. Okay? Then on the 2018-19 school year grade level, go ahead and choose the grade level that you're wanting to analyze some local assessment data for. It could be a campus-based assessment, it could be a benchmark, but just decide which grade level am I wanting to look at their current data. So I'm going to choose grade 4, and then I want to choose the subject area that I want to analyze. So in this case, I'm going to choose grade 4 math. And notice for name of test, you don't need to put anything there. Once we get the data from AWARE, it's going to populate that for you. The next decision that you need to think about is where were these students for the 2018 STAR assessment. In this case, these kids were in grade 3. So for this drop-down menu, I would choose grade 3 math. Now I want to make sure you know that if you are doing science or writing or anything that doesn't have a comparison, then when you choose the drop-down, you're going to choose NA. So, for example, if I'm looking at kids that are in 5th grade right now, and I want to look at their science benchmark data, those kids did not take a 2018 STAR assessment in the area of science, so I would choose NA. For spring 2019, I'm going to pick the subject and the grade level for where the kids will be when they take that assessment. So because I'm looking at grade 4 math benchmark data, those kids in the spring of 2019, they will take the math grade 4 assessment. And what this does is it calculates for you the cut points for approaches, meets, and masters according to TEA and their conversion tables. And then it's going to choose to apply the higher of those 2 cut points to our local assessment data. Okay, so let me say that again. We're comparing the spring 2018 STAR assessment cut points to the spring STAR 2019 cut points, and this is set to pick the higher of the 2. If you don't like these cut points, and maybe you're not wanting to compare to STAR's cut points, maybe your local assessment, you have a different cut point in mind, then you can do one of 2 things. If you want it to use the STAR 2018 and not the STAR 2019, well, I got that backwards. If you want it to use the STAR 2019 and not the STAR 2018, then you would put an X in this box. So let me show you that. When I put an X in the box, these percentages change to reflect the STAR 2019. If I take the X back out of the box, then I have the higher of the 2, which happens to be 2018. Okay? Now, if you would like to apply maybe the benchmark cut points for approaches, meets, and masters instead of the STAR cut points, then you would put an X in this box and you would enter your own cut points or whatever the cut points were for the assessment that you're looking at. So let's pretend on our most recent benchmarks that approaches was set at a 54, masters was set maybe at a 70, and meets at a 70, and masters at maybe an 80. Okay, then you could put your own cut points in and it will apply them here. Sorry if I'm fumbling a little bit on this video. This tool is so brand new, and honestly we're training you all on it tomorrow, so I'm trying to get through the process, but yet I'm still learning some of it myself. Okay, so what I did again was I put an X in this box if I wanted to set my own cut points to use with this template. We're recommending that you just stick with star cut points if you're trying to really gauge and predict student performance and progress pertaining to star measures, but we understand there may be times when the benchmark or the local assessment indicates that it was more difficult than the STAR test, and in that case, these standards, you might change them to reflect that. Okay, I think once you see the way the template works, you'll be able to make some of those decisions. Okay, so once you have completed this first tab, do this. You've put your campus name, you've picked the grade level the kids are in, the subject you want to look at, last year's STAR grade level, this year's STAR grade level and subject. Then we're ready to go get the student data from AWARE. And when we do that, we want to drill down to the local assessment that we're trying to analyze. So in this case, I'm going to do a district benchmark. Remember, 4th grade, I want to look at their math. And if you are doing a district benchmark that does not have previous STAR data, so if I were doing 5th grade science, then after you do this next step, you wouldn't have to do anything else but export. So because I'm doing math, grade 4, these kids do have STAR data from last year. So this next step you apply to all assessments. So you're going to do the drop-down menu, and you're going to choose New Progress and Performance Local Assessments. When you do that, if you did not have comparison data, you would go to Print and Export to Excel. But I do have comparison data because these kids have 3rd grade data. So I'm going to edit, and I'm going to go to STAR Test 2018. These kids were in 3rd grade, and I want their math. In previous tools that we've taught you to use, you had to change the order. For this tool, you do not. Just hit Update. And now you are ready to print and export to Excel. I have to do that because my downloads are full. Go ahead and open up the file. If you have to enable editing, enable editing. In whatever process you want to follow, remember you can hold Control-Shift and arrow over, but basically I need you to highlight all the data, copy it, go back to the template. Where there is a yellow box, you're going to right-click and paste values, paste 1, 2, 3. If it is a set of data where you do have comparison, it will color code for you. If you're doing science or writing and you're not doing comparison, it doesn't color code anything, so don't be alarmed. But if you have results that are color coded, you want to click on the very first student's name, go to Data, Sort, we have it set for you, and say OK. Once you've done all of that, then this All Student Summary will populate for you, and the All Student Growth Table will also populate for you. Okay? So that's basically the gist of how to populate this new tool. If you need help understanding it, unpacking it, reach out, let us know, and we would be happy to support you. Thanks so much and have a great day.